From Wish TV, your local news source, this is breaking news.
And we begin with breaking news from iTeammate tonight. The man accused in the Delphi murders wants a judge to release him from jail. iTeammate has obtained this court document filed this afternoon by attorneys for Richard Allen. It asks a judge to release him without posting bail or by setting what it calls a reasonable bail amount. Allen faces 2 counts of murders for the killings of Abby Williams and Libby German in 2017. Now, in today's filing, Allen's attorney says the defense has reviewed the probable cause affidavit and that neither the proof of guilt is evident nor the presumption of guilt strong. That document is the key element of a court hearing tomorrow morning. iTeammate's Richard Essex is on the case.
The Carroll County prosecutor asked the court to seal the probable cause for Allen's arrest the day that he was arrested. From day one, investigators have kept a very tight lid on all of the information about this case. If the probable cause is released, it will answer a lot of questions.
Because it's captured the attention of the world, literally. Yeah, especially the country.
The arrest of Richard Allen last month raised new questions without answering many of the old ones. The original judge agreed to keep details justifying Allen's arrest hidden from the public even after his arrest, a move almost never seen in courts in Indiana. The document, typically submitted by police and prosecutors, spells out the evidence as they believe it to convince the judge to approve an arrest. At the time, state police said it was to protect the integrity of the investigation. A side-by-side comparison of Allen and the first sketch released by investigators are stunningly familiar. When you look at the physical appearance of the man captured on a cell phone and Allen's arrest photo, it could be the same person or not. We know that Allen is familiar with the Monon Trail Bridge. He went to a conservation officer days after the murder and told the officer that he had been in the area and on the bridge the day that Abby and Libby were murdered, but he claimed to not have seen anything. Another name connected to the Delphi investigation is Kagan Klein. He faces 25 child porn charges after using a fake social media profile to solicit explicit pictures from young girls. iTeammate is told he used the fake social media profile to communicate with Libby German the day she was reported missing. Klein is not charged in the murders of Abby and Libby. Sources tell iTeammate the weeks-long search of the Wabash River that started in August was initiated by Klein when he told investigators that they would find a cell phone and a weapon. Klein revealed the information while being questioned about the Delphi murders. In a recent interview with Indiana State Police Superintendent Doug Carter, I asked him about the search.
I'm fascinated on what you guys found in the Wabash River. Will that be part of the probable cause?
Again, I'm not going to talk about that right now. When the probable cause is released, you'll know what we know, not what we think.
Our sources tell us that nothing related to the Delphi murders was found in the Wabash River. Abby Williams was 13 years old. Libby German was 14 when they were murdered. Their bodies were found a few miles east of downtown Delphi near the Monon High Bridge that crosses Deer Creek. The release of Richard Allen's probable cause is not expected to be the tell-all document, but after 5 years and 9 months, any information will be welcome. The special judge in this case has a number of options that she can exercise. She could release the document immediately. She could release the document with names redacted. She could listen to all the arguments and then issue a ruling much later on, or she could keep the document sealed until the trial. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, iTeammate.
Richard, thank you. One other note in that hearing, Wish TV and other media outlets around the state and the country, for that matter, have asked the judge to unseal the documents. The 8-page brief filed this afternoon says the public interest is best served by public access to a prosecutor's basis for filing criminal charges, and that it is unlikely that there is any justification to warrant sealing the entire factual basis for charging the defendant. It goes on to argue the history leading to the defendant's arrest, coupled with the nature of the underlying alleged crimes, the murder of 2 children, underscores the need for transparency. You can read that full court briefing in the Delphi story in the As Seen on Wish TV section over on wishtv.com.